I know Coach mentioned it before the game, but being from the Bay and understanding an icon that was lost, John Beam, like sending all of thoughts and prayers to his family, the whole Laney College community, all of Oakland. Senseless violence is tough. Puts in perspective what we get to do every day, but I know he was a legend and touched a lot of lives, so just want to acknowledge that.
Did you ever get to meet John Bean?
I did not.
You noticed Wimby firing the crowd up before your free throws?
Absolutely.
You like when something like that?
It just keeps you engaged. Like, I'm aware of everything. It's pretty fun. I don't think I told. I like the free throws at the end of the game. Like, you got to find something to take the nerves out. And for me, like, that's just embracing the moment and smiling, having a good time. And when he started that, especially with their fan, whatever the fanatics they got up there in the stands right behind the basket, I kind of wanted to acknowledge it and not let it surprise me. So I played into it. Thankfully, I made them.
Feel like a playoff game tonight?
Yes and no. I mean, having played them back-to-back games with subtle adjustments, that is always fun to try to figure out on the fly. Like, and they were pretty fast and physical in the first half, and shots were a little hard to come by. But then we kind of settled into it, and to your point about just the intensity, the in-season tournament thing, it's working in a sense of giving you an atmosphere and something that feels a little different than just a normal regular season game. Guys really want to get to Vegas.
How aware were you of tying Michael Jordan for 40-point games at your age?
Very aware. I threw up I did it backwards, though. It's the second time I've done that. But, yeah, I was aware of it for sure. It's something just I didn't know about it going one away until last game, and then obviously was asked about it. And then when I got over that number, like, that's pretty cool just from an individual accomplishment perspective, just to be able to be in that type of company. And longevity is something I pride myself on, so that was pretty cool.
Did the fact you wore Nike's pregame was that signify?
I'm free agent. I'm out here. There's new beginnings. I was, blessed to have an unbelievable experience, to take a chance on something that meant a lot to me over the last 13 years, and extremely proud of what myself, my team, everybody who was able to touch that business for that long. We all should be proud of what we were able to accomplish, and taking a basketball brand or a brand and category that wasn't really a thing before to where we did. But I'm excited about the future.
Why did that partnership end now? Why did that partnership with Under Armour end now?
Just in the best interest of both parties. The sneaker industry is difficult, and like I said, things change over time, and to the point of you give your best effort to, create something sustainable. And a little disappointing knowing how it turned out based on, where Curry brand has been the last 5 years, and the announcement we had 2 years ago. But I think it's the right thing for everybody. And for me to be able to take the opportunity with Curry brand and what we've done in the community, what we've done from standing for something, changing the game for good is our tagline, and hopefully having something to show for it down the road. I'm excited about that.
Steph, why did you choose to wear the Mamba Sneakers pregame?
I think it's, well, one, I know it's just weird seeing me in anything else other than my own shoes, but just the idea of what he meant. I've talked about Kobe a lot. And that specific pair, I think it speaks for itself what it means. And other than that, it's just something that wanted to take advantage of that moment and pay tribute. And I think it gave me some good energy tonight.
Will you be sticking with those shoes or testing out different companies pregame? Like, how will that work?
I mean, the good thing about this situation is I love my own shoes when I'm out there hooping. Like, that's why I put those back on, and why I've designed, the kicks I have for as long as I have. But yeah, I'm gonna have some fun with this, and like you said, or like the question is in terms of being open to whatever opportunity is the right fit. But I'm gonna try everything out.
Back to the game. How much do you guys thrive when Draymond's in that kind of intention, the intensity that he had with Wemby tonight?
I mean, he takes those challenges on, and the idea of he's not afraid of any moment or anybody on the other side. And we know, like, Wemby's going to get his numbers. He's going to have his moments. He's an unbelievable player. But over the course of the game, you're going to make him work. And you're going to feel him. And I told him, like, you remind people who you are. It's not about anything other than, making your presence felt. And he did exactly that. And thankfully, we were able to make enough plays down the stretch where it mattered. So that's why Draymond is who he is. He plays way above his size, and he has his whole career. And you can ride with that type of energy any night.
How much does it fire up a team to see Steve Kerr get a tech there in the third quarter? Just kind of fire you guys up?
Yeah, we love it. I mean, he's broken clipboards along the way. He's gotten texts. He gets fiery. This morning he was in his bag in terms of his speech he gave in our pregame meeting this morning, and you could tell like he still has that fastball if he needs it, and it's important for us to have that energy. Over the course of 82, like we're all in this fight together. I think he talked about that this morning. He showed it out there, and whether you win or lose, like you just want to have a unit and a team that's together, coaches included.
What was unique about his pregame speech, or what was his shoot around? When
I've never heard him. Well, I shouldn't say never. He rarely talks about his Chicago days, and he gave some references to, how they approached their team and their identity by comparisons to like how a band comes together and everybody playing their role. You got your lead singers, you got your bass, your acoustic, your electric, whatever. You got your drummers, you got the stage hands, you got the guy that's plugging in the speakers. He said he was just above plugging in the speakers guy. But it speaks to like it all matters. There's value in all of that when a band's going on a tour. And I think Phil Jackson instilled that in him, and he used that as a reference for how we need to play and how we need to approach our identity. And it's going to take a long time to get through this year in terms of doing that, but it's great to have a reference.
This is a band.
Oh, you're going to click deeper now. Where are we going?
What role of person are you in the band? In other words,
What you think?
What
are you trying to say? What are you?
If we're talking about the lead singer of a band, what band are we putting you at the front of?
That's hilarious. I don't. Depends on the night.
All right, tonight.
I don't have a good reference for you. I was Haley Williams in Paramore tonight.